Hey guys, how we doing today? Chris here, bringing you guys another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, actually. I've been having a lot of people online. I've been having a lot of people offline. These zebra finches, they like to tear up their newspaper for nests and ruin it. I've had a lot of people ask me what my suggestion would be on the best birds to own. So we're gonna do a video today going through some of the better birds, and this is just in my opinion. I mean, everyone else has completely different opinions. I'm gonna give you my opinion of the best birds to own. So first off, before we start into that, I think people that are interested in birds, they need to ask themselves, one, how committed am I? Because a bird is, some birds, a lot of the larger parrots, they're a lifetime commitment, right? They live for 50 plus years, even 80 plus years, depending on the type of bird you have. And they're loud, they can be messy. They're, you know, kind of got to treat them like a dog. If you guys are going on a vacation, you either got to take them with you, you got to find someone that will babysit your birds, feed them, take care of them, that sort of thing. And so you got to ask yourself, you know, how much time do you have? How committed are you? And then also you need to do some research and see what type of bird best fits you. And I would always suggest, we'll get you some of the Goldians in here. I would always suggest doing some research before you buy any type of bird, big or small. Because I think lots of times people think they're cute, and sometimes they can look cuddly, and find out that that's not the case in the end. And so I kind of categorize the birds into three different groups. You got your large parrots, which I don't have any large parrots right now. Large parrots like your macaws, your Amazons, your African greys, cockatoos, those sort of birds, okay? I would not recommend those types of birds as a first pet, especially a first bird pet. I think those are birds that you need to work up to them. Don't just go out and find some random guy that's selling a macaw on Craigslist and think it'll be a great investment, or a pet store that has a baby macaw that looks all cute and cuddly and just go and buy it. I think those definitely, you need to work up to them. You need to do a lot of research. You have to be comfortable with these ginormous beaks being next to you, because they can do some damage. And every bird goes through emotional stages, and they have days where they're really nice and cuddly, and they have days where they're kind of grumpy and they don't want you to touch them. I've had a lot of family members or friends that have had large parrots, and you know, that's definitely a common thing with them, is no matter how cute and cuddly they are, they do have times where they don't want to be played with, or you're making the wrong moves and it frightens them. They become aggressive, and those sort of things. Also, they are a little bit more expensive to maintain. Their food is a lot more expensive. Some canaries there. They're super noisy. You can hear my largest bird in the background, which I haven't disclosed what he is yet, and I probably will in this video, because he'll be great for this video. He's about as loud as he gets, which so far the neighbors don't seem to mind, which is good. And let's see here. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my bird. He wanted to come play with me. He wants me to hold him, so we're gonna play with him here for a sec while I talk, and then I'll show you guys who my friend is. His name is Mikey. Are you giving me kisses? So, large parrots, they can be very noisy, very messy. very expensive to maintain. And if you guys are going on vacations, you're either gonna have to take the bird with you, or you're gonna have to find someone to take care of them. And these birds are expensive, right? They're not just some $100 bird or $50 bird that you can just buy off the market. You know, they're $1,000 and up. And so, you wasting it. And so, just take that into consideration. And I think one of the biggest things too with these larger parrots is the time commitment that you have to give to them. If you want your parrot to be friendly, you need to put forth the time every single day to hold it, to play with them, to communicate with them, for them to trust you and know you. And then on top of that, those parrots, they want that interaction. They want you to come and play with them and hold them any chance you get throughout the day. You know, just holding them one time a day isn't enough for them. And so, especially if you want to maintain that relationship with those birds. And so, you got to take that into consideration too. Do you have the time to put forth every single day to make that happen? Now, in the future, honestly, I would love a larger parrot. I do have small kids right now, and I just don't really want to risk my small kids sticking their fingers in a large parrot's cage and having him take a big chunk out of their fingers. And so I probably will wait until my kids are either older or out of the house before I even consider a larger bird. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. So your next group that you have are kind of your medium-sized birds. And there's such a huge variety of medium-sized birds. So I got a couple books here just to show, because I don't have a whole lot of medium-sized birds. Probably your most common are your conures, and you got sun conures, you got your orange-fronted conures, you have, holy cow, pineapple or green cheek conures. There's a lot of different conures out there that are mid-size. You have like your Senegal parrots that are mid-size. Cockatiels are mid-size. A lot of your larger parakeet size, you know, parrots are there. You've got lorikeets. I mean, there's tons of different mid-sized birds that a lot of them I think are really great to own as pets. And I think a lot of them fall into the same category as your large birds. Most of them, especially conures, can be pretty noisy. You do have some quiet species. And you can train your birds to be quiet. That's something that we did in the past. I've had some green cheek conures. I've had a red-throated conure, which was extremely noisy, but we were able to train him to kind of be quiet. We've owned lots of cockatiels. I've had a rainbow lorikeet before. I'm trying to think any other mid-size parrots or birds that I've had. I think that's probably the most of it. But kind of the same thing with these guys, you know. You got to think of your time commitment. You got to think, you know, these guys are messy. Are you going to keep them in the house? Are you going to keep them outside the house? Your time commitment to them, if you want them to maintain a bond with you, you got to play with them every day and multiple times every day. You got to build that bond and that trust with them. So I think this is a good time for us to introduce Mikey, because he fits into this category. Most of you guys have already guessed who he is, because you know that sound that's squawking right now in the background. So let me pull him. He's sitting up on my shoulder. Come here, buddy. This is Mikey. Can you say hi, Mikey? Can you say hi? Can you whistle for him? We're gonna turn the camera around so he can see himself. Oh, there you're whistling, huh? He can't see himself, but he's sitting there on the phone thinking like he's talking to another girl. Can you whistle? Attaboy. Good job. So, Mikey here, he's still whistling, huh? He wants to, he's got to come up to the phone. I wish I could flip the phone around so he could see himself and you guys could see him. He's doing such a good job. Come on, you whistle a little bit more for us? So Mikey, as you can tell, he is a cockatiel. He's been in the family for over 10 years now. So he's a little bit older bird. My older brother owned him, and then that brother moved up to Idaho, and he was given to another older brother of mine that owns birds and finches. And then that brother the same was like, you know, I think we're gonna just sell him. We just don't play with him enough. And I was like, heck, I'll take him. So this guy has been in the aviary for 3 years, and you can see he is still very tame, very calm. He loves to come up and give kisses and to sit on your shoulder. He's not much for tickles and cuddles, to be honest with you. You want to get in there, huh? Because I fed him, and he wants to go play in there. So he goes in this cage. He's in the aviary in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the cage here. He's excited to go in. There you go, buddy. Right here. He likes to go up and sit up on the nest box, and it's getting light outside too. He wants to go out and sorry guys, accidentally hit the end button. So we were just showing Mikey. He just flew outside. He is my cockatiel. Such a great bird. Really enjoy him. He's a great mid-sized bird. I don't have to worry about him biting my fingers off. He's fairly quiet. He does really good around my kids. So you do have some mid-sized birds that I think are great. And I think that, you know, you could have a lot of success with them. And they're small enough that you don't have to buy a ginormous cage. You know, there's a lot of positives that you can get from your mid-size parrots. And so I would suggest doing your research on these guys, making sure you know, kind of where they stand, or where they would fit in your lifestyle, really, as far as noise, as far as your time commitment, size requirements, cage requirements, food requirements, all of that. And so I think that's where you really need to do your research, whether it's a mid-size, a large, you know, that sort of thing. So just keep that in mind. And then finally, we have the small group, which obviously you guys know is my favorite group, which is, you know, your finches, your canaries. I'd even throw like the small parakeets, the small lovebirds, parrotlets, all of them probably in this group, just because I think a lot of them are similar in requirements or needs or noise level. You know, your lovebirds and your parrotlets obviously are going to be noisier, and then your parakeets, and then you have like your canaries and the golden finches. And so I think, you know, kind of the exact same thing. I don't want to repeat myself. You guys need to look at your time requirements. You need to look at the needs of these birds. You need to look at, if you have a place to house them, how much room do you have to house them? Are they going to be inside, outside, noise level, the mess factor? Look, I cleaned this 2 days ago, and look how messy it is down there, okay? So take all that into consideration. I think the #1 reason why finches and canaries are the perfect birds for me right now is because I'm not looking to hand tame these guys. I'm not looking to, you know, create a buddy that I can go in and hold every day. And I know there's lots of people that want that, and they want a smaller bird. And you can tame finches down, but finches are really hard to tame down like Mikey, like I was just holding my cockatiel. And so one thing that's really nice for me is I can come in the morning, I give them their foods, I make sure all of their needs are met, they're safe from any predators, they're safe from the cold weather. They have 3 different choices of seed to eat because I have 3 different types of birds out here, basically. Egg, food, water. And then I can go to work, and they don't need me anymore. They don't need me to come and interact with them. They don't need me to come and sit in the aviary for them to feel loved, like a lot of the mid-sized and larger parrots. They need you to come in and interact with them. And these guys don't. They don't need that. And so I think that's, at my point in life right now, that's a perfect match. I can feed them, make sure all their needs are taken care of, and then I go to work and I hang out with my family, and these guys can do their thing here with each other. They have companions, they have a lot of space to move her out, to breed, to do all that stuff. And so I think that's why finches are the best fit for me. I think also another thing as to why I'm so drawn to finches is kind of the challenge of them. I love being able to get different colors out of the Gouldian finches. I love to learn genetics. I love to have that challenge of a new bird saying, hey, you know, I just got some Java rice finches. I haven't ever bred them before. That's going to be my new challenge this year, to see if I can breed them successfully and have a good turnout with these guys. And so, so that's kind of where we're at on this. And so I just want to have you guys be informed of, you know, there's so many birds out there to choose. You have your large parrots, your mid-sized parrots, and then your small birds. Make sure you make the right choice before you buy these guys. Don't just buy them on a whim. Don't just buy them because you think they're beautiful and you think that your house would be better off with them. Do your research. Make sure you choose the right bird. Make sure you have the necessary means to take care of these guys properly. Whether it's the small birds and you're just looking for a fun companion and you know, a housemate in there that will sing a pretty song and that's all you have to do with them besides feed and water them, cool. Or if you're looking for something a little bit more that you can interact with, like some of your mid-sized parrots or your larger parrots, just make sure you do your homework. Make sure you do it right. So, hope you guys enjoyed Mikey. He's a lot of fun. It's light outside. He likes to sit out with my red rump parakeets, so he kind of tries to follow wherever they go. And if I'm inside the shed, the red rumps are going to be outside. So that's definitely something that he does, but he still is very tame. I will bring him inside. Kids play with them. He loves them. Really good bird, really fun family bird. Something that kind of hits in between for me, which is really nice. He can stay outside with my aviary birds, but he stays tame enough that when I want to bring him in and play with them, he allows me to do that. So it's kind of a cool little medium. Not most birds will do that. You know, if you have a tame bird and you put out in an aviary, most likely they're going to become a little bit more wild like the rest of the birds and not stay super tame and let you play with them and hold them. And so just from my experience, what I've seen. So guys, one thing I want to do is I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I have a bunch of books here. I have a lot of bird books, because I love to read, I love to do research, I love to find anything new that I can. I know we're in the 21st century, and most of these books you probably could just find online and read. But we're gonna do a giveaway today. So anybody who watched to the end of this video, I have a lot of books. I got like 4 different types of finch books. I do have a canary book here. And then I have a conure book, kind of a mid-size, and then I have a larger parrot book. Anybody who watches this video, if you like, subscribe, and share this video, post that down in the comments that you liked it, you subscribe to the channel, whether you have already or not, you shared it, and then type at the end what book you would like, and I'm gonna give these books away. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. So I'll choose 7 random people that left a comment saying that they liked, they shared, and they subscribed to the channel. And whoever I choose, I'll let you guys PM me your address, and I'll send these books to you guys for free. So you can have an extra book there, something extra to read. You know, most of these books are pretty current. Were published recently within the last 10 years, and so all this information is very up to date and good information. It's good basic information for anyone who wants to know more about bird species. And it talks, all these books cover, you know, a lot of, this one's just a Gouldian book, but a lot of my other one, this is all about different types of finches, all about canaries. I have just a zebra finch book, and then we have another finch book that, as you can see, covers most people or most finches, and a large parrot book has lots of really good pictures, and same with the small conure book, has a lot of great pictures. So like the channel, subscribe, share it, leave all that in the comment, and next to your comment, let me know which book you would like me to send you. And I'll choose 7 random winners, and we'll ship these books out to you free of charge. So appreciate you guys watching. I hope this video was informal for you, or informational. Like I said, it's a little bit different than most of the videos I make, but I've had a lot of people ask, and I thought that, you know, maybe this could be beneficial for you guys. So appreciate you watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and hope your birds are all doing well for you guys also. So thanks, guys. Hey, bye.